Welcome, students, to an exciting journey into the world of cognitive psychology. Today, we will explore the study of mental processes and discover why psychologists find them so intriguing. Get ready for a mind blowing adventure. So, have you ever wondered how your mind works? How you perceive the world around you? Remember important events or make logical decisions? Well, that's exactly what cognitive psychology is all about. Understanding the inner workings of our minds. But why do psychologists dedicate their time to studying mental processes? Let's dive in and find out. Imagine yourself engrossed in reading a captivating book. Have you ever wondered how you were able to comprehend and make sense of the words on the page? Well, that's where cognitive psychology comes into play. But it's not just about understanding the words, there is more to it. Think about your motivation for reading this book. Perhaps you have a goal of completing this course or obtaining a degree to pursue your dream career. Your behavior of reading is influenced by your intent to achieve those goals and fulfill your plans. Now, here is the exciting part. Our mental phenomena, like intentionality, goals, and plans, have a direct impact on our behavior. They shape our actions and choices. This study of cognitive psychology helps us understand how these mental processes influence our behavior. So, why is studying mental processes so important? Well, they are responsible for much of our behavior actually. By exploring cognition, the way we perceive, remember, and reason, we gain insights into how our minds work and why we behave the way we do. Now, picture this, just imagine you have spent hours meticulously proofreading a piece of writing, making sure every word is perfectly placed and every sentence flawlessly constructed. Confident in your thoroughness, you hit the submit button, only to later discover an obvious mistake that somehow eluded your attention. Frustrating, isn't it? But fear not, for cognitive psychologists have dedicated their research to understanding these perplexing moments of oversight. They delve into the depths of human perception, examining how our brains interpret information not only based on what is physically present, but also on the context in which it appears. This study of cognitive perception revolves around the fascinating concept of pattern recognition. Our brains are wired to detect and make sense of patterns in the world around us, allowing us to navigate our daily lives efficiently. However, this reliance on patterns can sometimes lead to errors. Our brains tend to fill in missing information, make assumptions, and rely on prior knowledge and expectations to interpret what we perceive. While this ability is usually advantageous, it can also lead to oversights and the inability to notice blatant mistakes. The context in which we perceive information plays a significant role in shaping our perception. Our brains are not passive receivers of sensory input, they actively construct our understanding of the world. When reading a familiar sentence or proofreading a familiar text, our brains often rely on the context to anticipate what should be there, causing us to overlook errors that deviate from our expectations. To further complicate matters, our brains are also susceptible to cognitive biases. And what are these biases? These biases, such as confirmation bias or expectation bias, influence our interpretation of information and can prevent us from recognizing errors that challenge our preconceived notions. Our minds naturally see coherence and consistency, sometimes leading us to overlook inconsistencies or mistakes that do not align with our existing beliefs. Understanding the mechanisms behind these overlooked errors not only sheds light on the quirks of human cognition but also has practical implications. Researchers aim to develop strategies to improve our ability to detect and correct mistakes, whether it is in proofreading, decision making, or critical thinking. By unraveling the mysteries of cognitive perception, we can gain insights into the complex workings of our minds and uncover strategies to enhance our cognitive abilities. Now, just imagine you find yourself sitting in a lecture hall surrounded by classmates as the professor delves into a complex topic. In an attempt to stay on top of the lecture, you grab your pen and notebook, determined to take comprehensive notes while simultaneously comprehending the information being presented. It sounds like a daunting task, doesn't it? Well, you are not alone. Cognitive psychologists have dedicated their research to understanding the complexities of attention, unraveling the enigmatic secrets behind our ability to focus and multitask. The human mind is a remarkable organ, capable of processing vast amounts of information. However, it also has its limitations. When it comes to multitasking, our brains face a challenging battle for focus. At any given point, our attention is bombarded by a myriad of stimuli, demanding our cognitive resources. From mails and notifications to conversations and environmental cues, our senses are constantly vying for our attention. The intricate workings of our attention become apparent when we attempt to divide our focus among multiple tasks. While we might believe that we can effectively multitask, research suggests otherwise. Our brains are not designed to efficiently process and attend to multiple complex activities simultaneously. When we engage in multitasking, our brains experience a decrease in overall efficiency and performance. Rather than focusing fully on one task at a time, our attention becomes divided, resulting in a reduced concentration, increased errors, and slower processing speed. Furthermore, our brains have a limited capacity for working memory, which is crucial for retaining and manipulating information. Multitasking places additional demands on this limited resource, overwhelming our working memory and hindering our ability to process information effectively. This can lead to decreased comprehension and a higher likelihood of forgetting crucial details. So, understanding the complexities of attention and multitasking has practical implications for our daily lives. By recognizing the limitations of multitasking, we can make informed decisions about how we allocate our time and attention. Focusing on one task at a time, prioritizing important activities, and minimizing distractions can help enhance productivity and optimize cognitive performance. So let's consider other example. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you dialed a phone number from directory assistance but had no pen to write it down? So you repeated the number over and over until you dialed it, or had to ask for the number again if someone interrupted you. These experiences highlight the limitations of our short-term memory. Cognitive psychologists study the intricacies of memory processes, uncovering why we sometimes struggle to retain information and perform tasks requiring immediate recall. Think back to a time when you were stuck on a problem or puzzle, unable to find a solution, but after taking a break from it, suddenly the solution popped into your mind. This phenomenon is known as the incubation effect, and it is just one aspect of problem solving that cognitive psychologists investigate. They explore the factors that influence creative thinking and the mechanisms behind such moments. Now, these were just a few examples of everyday experiences that captivate the attention of cognitive psychologists. They are intrigued by the failures and challenges we encounter in our mental processes because they provide valuable insights into how our mind works. Stay tuned for more captivating lessons and let's unlock the secrets of the mind together. If you liked my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel.